back to Duxola Gaming and Southern Cross Station. That's right, we are back in Australia, continuing on with our farming, and we are going to get straight into it. Before we do, a couple of quick things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. We are on the road to 5,000 subs, 500 to go as of the time of recording this, and we hope you would help us to get to that goal. To all those that have supported us up to that point in time, thank you very much. Also, don't forget, we do have a poll up on our community page on the YouTube channel for deciding which of our series will be retired first for a new series to come along. Currently, Elm Creek is winning, as in it will be the one that gets retired. But if you don't want to see Elm Creek go, then get over there and make a vote. And the more that do that, the better off we're going to be. Now, the vote's going to be open for another week or so yet. So please get over there. So if you don't want to see Elm Creek go and vote for something else. If you do want Elm Creek to go and vote for it. Anyway, that's it. Let's get into the farming here today. So we've got a new implement here. We bought a new grass seeder and roller combination, which we have had before, not necessarily on this series. But we figured we'd get it all done in one go. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got a couple of fields to get done. So we remember we re-prepped our grass fields. We ploughed them all in, fixed up two of our fields and in combining them, making them a bit better. And now we've got to reseed. So let's get in and get that done. So we're just going to unfold. And we're going to seed this field here. That's our first one. Then we're going to head over to the back. There's another little... Actually, I don't know. Yeah, we do have to do that one over there, I think. And then we have to do our other field that's down to the southeast. Oh, sorry, southwest of where we are now. All right, there we go. So we got the roller out. We've got the seeder ready to go. We've got seed, and we just need to get going. So let's see how things go. All right, lower the roller. There we go. We should be running. Oh, this thing doesn't look as though it's going to have enough power to do it. May need a bigger tractor. No, it's just we're pushing the weight on the ground. But that's okay. We should be okay. We'll just see how it goes. If not, we have got bigger tractors that are available to us, like more horsepower. So we can certainly do that. But I think he's going to be okay. All right, but this should basically be getting us seeded state and the rolled state. So killing two birds with one stone, so to speak. And this will be our primary job for the day. We do have one other field. I think it was one of our newer fields we bought up to the north. We have finished prepping that field as well in the last couple of episodes, and we do need to get up there and seed that. But that'll probably be the next episode. Today I want to get the grass sorted so we can get more grass being produced. And this will be the last time we probably turn over the grass for a while, because we generally don't need to do it regularly. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, we'll get this grass in here. I'll probably, I'm only arguing about whether I'm going to do this manually all the way through or not. There's not a lot of other stuff to do around the farm currently. We did, at the end of the last episode, top up most of the items and take all the goods and that and put in the warehousing and all that sort of stuff. So there's not a lot of stuff there currently to do. And speaking of stuff to do, I need to put my time back up. So there we go. So yeah, so we're just going to get in and get this job done, and then we'll look at what else is going to be done after that. So obviously there's the other field to seed. We can do that. In fact, we can probably do that concurrently. What we might do once we finish this field is we'll get in the tractor with a hired hand to go up the other field and seed that. So that's the plan for the moment. All right, down we go. Halfway through the first header. So not a lot else has happened other than that, really. As we said, we've got the poll running or which series is going to be taken off first. So there's actually 2 posts I've got on the community tab. One is the poll. So basically that is for you guys as the viewers to determine whether we retire Elm Creek, Port Belleron, Riverview, Southern Cross Station or Ebony Island first to make way for any new map and new series. Now, in saying that, it doesn't mean that as soon as we finish with the poll, those maps are going to be closed off. We'll choose a particular point in time where we're going to close it off. Now, for instance, for Elm Creek, yesterday, real life day, I was actually looking at Elm Creek, noting that is in the lead quite significantly, really, for the voting, and just determining how I'm going to close that series out. So yeah, there are preps to be made, and we're not just going to sort of go turn up to the map and say, right, that's it, we're finished today, that's it, off we go. So it's going to be structured in the way we close off the series. We're not just going to stop dead. It's not the way we intend or want to do that. So we'll cross that bridge a little bit later. But there's definitely going to be a plan on how we do that, and we'll determine that and then deliver that. So I would expect though that what are we in now? We're now in April. It is April the 1st today, so happy April Fools. But we will most likely see whatever series it is to close off will be finished by let's say June. I mean, remembering that we are talking about one episode every week and a bit for each of the series, I think it is at the moment, or something like that. So that's what we'll look at doing for that, and that's roughly the time frame. So that gives me a bit of time as well to find a new map that we like, get set up and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're looking at doing. Okay. Now, the other thing I'm considering as well is whether or not there's 2 things I'm considering. One of them is probably not going to happen because of the work involved, and that was basically in creating a map with a time lapse. And in fact, what I thought we could do is I could actually turn Elm Creek into a time lapse series. That way we still get to continue to work on it until we get to the point where we're going to finish off that series anyway, and then we can also bring in another map series as required. But I'm just unsure. I'm unsure of that one. I don't know, because I mean, effectively to produce the episode there's a lot more work, a lot more time involved, and I really haven't got that luxury at the moment. So that's probably unlikely. The other option I was thinking about was, in fact, I've just forgotten what I was going to say, so it doesn't really matter. I'll have to think about what I was going to say. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I've just had a mental blank, so I don't know what I was going to say. I had definitely something I was going to play out with that, but no. Anyway. Oh, that's right, that was the other thing. Sorry, I knew what it was. So it's either that, or the other option we might consider. So instead of bringing another new series onto the channel per se, I was thinking we might create a series and stream it. So once a week we'll have a particular map that we stream, and we'll live stream it, whether it be on YouTube or Kick or Twitch or whatever we decide to do it on, whatever platform. Just as something a little bit different. So yeah, that's what I'm considering doing at the moment. So of course, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are of either of those options, or any options. And also don't forget, as part of that, to leave your suggestions for what maps we should be looking at on the community post page on YouTube, because that way then we know what your suggestions are, and then we can see if that's going to work for us, and then bring that to the channel. There's been a couple of comments already. A couple of them effectively in relation to starting from scratch, which is not a bad option. We might do that. And with the starting from scratch, one of the other suggestions we also had was in selling off. I think it was Ronald actually that suggested that whatever series we do finish off, like say for Elm Creek, we sell off everything and then we take the money we make from that series and bring it into the next one. It's certainly an option. It's something I'd considered. Mind you, I think selling off from Elm Creek would give us a few $1 million, plus what cash we're going to make for the production sales leading into closing off that series. I don't think money will be a problem with the next series. I think we'll be starting with like 30-40 million. Now that is okay if we're starting from scratch and we've got to put a lot of investment in. But even so, that's still a lot of cash. So I don't know. We'll have to consider that. And if we do that, that would have to be very carefully considered because we don't want to start off with, like I said, $30-40 million, because that's just not going to be a challenge at all. So we need to be considerate of that part of it as well. Anyway, so that's what we're looking at the moment. So we'll just sort of see how that all pans out. Nonetheless, at the moment we've got to worry about getting our grass field finished. Now what I should do is I should take the time to just double check to make sure this is actually doing what I'm expecting it's doing. Come up here to our field. There we go. So it is seeded. It is seeded with grass. And yeah, it's okay. So it's all good. So it fills all the criteria we need. So that's good. All right. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So I hope everyone is also doing very well. We're happily back at it. As I said, it's a big weekend. April 1st is the date that we're recording this. It won't be too far along that you're seeing this, so we are still playing a bit of catch up with getting videos recorded and queued up and stuff like that. The number of videos we do have, we do need to get ahead, so we're working on that. So, but this weekend's a pretty busy weekend. We've got the Australian Grand Prix is on. So we've got that. We've got WrestleMania is on if you're into the wrestling. What else we got on? There's something else that was on as well. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, number of things happening at the moment, which is good. But very interested with the Grand Prix. And a bit of a spoiler here, I am definitely not a Lewis Hamilton fan, and I'm very happy to see him struggling and throwing his toys out of the cot like a little baby. I've never really rated him as a driver. I know that this could come as a bit of a shock, and there'll be a lot of POMs that will go against me, but hey, look, he drives very well in a car that is very powerful and smacks the crap out of everyone else. But when he starts struggling and can't deal with something, he whinges, bitches and moans like a little, like I said, a baby in a cot throwing its toys out of the cot. Yeah, I just don't like him. I think he's a hypocrite. Like he likes to pronounce on all of his inclusion and green living and all that sort of stuff. However, the reality of it is, when you look at his lifestyle, that really doesn't come into play. So to me, he's just grandstanding and attention seeking for the most part. And yeah, don't like the guy. And I think he's got what's coming to him. And yeah, so go cry me a river, Lewis, and you too, Toto. But anyway, so I'm not technically a Verstappen fan either, or anything else like that. So that doesn't come into it. That's not the reason why I'm saying it. I am a Danny Rick fan. No, I didn't even get started on McLaren. I can't say I'm a fan of Piastri. I used to be a fan of Mark Webber, but what happened with him, Piastri, and Zach Brown, and then ultimately to Ricciardo, I think was dirty, and could have been done a lot better. and I'm hopeful that Danny does get a bit of a recharge this year by not driving and gets a seat for next year, and we see him back on the grid. But he's definitely the big personality that F1 is missing this year. Yeah, so I'm not overly enthralled in the Verstappen and Checo camp. However, the more those guys are at the moment being equal, Verstappen's not very happy with that, and I think that tension will drive a rift, and who knows, it could be Verstappen and Danny Rick next year. I mean, stranger things have happened, but anyway, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I just enjoy watching the F1 generally, so, but I don't get too caught up in their politics and their crap that goes on. Apart from the fact that anytime I see Lewis Hamilton struggling, I'm more than happy with that. And it's good to see George Russell. I mean, I haven't been a huge fan of George Russell. He's a good driver, obviously, but it is good to see George throwing that blade into Hamilton as well. And very good. I did like the other day, there was a comment. Apparently Lewis Hamilton came out with after the last race in Jeddah and said, that George Russell had made a lucky choice for the race setup. And George came out and said, no, it wasn't luck, it was just good homework and work by the team, and we found a solution. And it's just like, that's a typical sort of remark I would have expected from Lewis Hamilton. He's really got the toy throwing out of the cot down pat at the moment, so the more he struggles, the happier I'll be. But anyway, I've digressed well and truly away from farming. All right, come through here, turn. And off we go again. Come on. Oh, it's lowered the weight again. Damn you. I was doing Control V to lift the roller and the planter, so I was like a turn easier. And by doing that, it also does the weight, so it doesn't really help. What we could do is if I select the planter, I just use V next time, then it'll work better. I'm just going to wet the whistle. All right. So I am aware as well, I still do owe you all my comments in relation to a Season 2 pack, and also the latest DLC and stuff like that. It is coming. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. But I will get to it. I think you already pretty much understand, most of you understand where I'm coming from, or where I'm going to be coming from for both of those. I want to make it very clear, I have got the Season 2 pass, only from the fact that I want to be able to bring you details and all that sort of stuff as I'm going through it. And it needs to be, I think it needs to be educated commentary as well. Like, there's no point me saying that it's crap if I haven't actually got it myself. You know, with the Gwil pack or Gavil pack or whatever, however they pronounce it, we did have that before in FS19. I'm pretty sure it was 19. It may have been 17, but anyway. But it's not new, and the fact that's been rolled out to us as a new pack is very disappointing. We've already got a lot of balers and baling mechanisms and that. I mean, yes, the non-movable, like the base setup for doing the baling system. That's nice, but I mean, really, how much baling stuff do we need? Look, I don't know. I just don't think adding it in as a freebie probably would have been a good thing. But hey, I just don't know. I don't know where Giants' direction is going. I think Giants have lost the plot in many ways, shapes, and forms. I think they lost the plot a while ago. But you know, we'll continue to watch and see, and I'll provide my thoughts on that in a separate video sometime soon. All right, come around again. Almost sort of broken the back of this field now. And then, like I said, we'll get some other stuff going on, but I was going to say it'd be nice to have the AI work this, but he's just not going to do a good job of it. So realistically, that's not an option at this point in time. So we'll just continue to get this done. And what we might do is I might just finish this run here, and then we'll go and grab another seeder and tractor and go up to the field and get them started on that. Right, so we're going to leave you here. Let's go and find something else to work with. All right. Get a seeder over here somewhere. We can take the big seeder out, I guess, couldn't we? Well, which field is it? Let's have a look at the field. Let's confirm what field it was going to be. It is this field here, so it's going to have tight turns. It's probably not really ideal for that seeder. So, where's my other seeders? Huh. Oh, there it is. There, it's in the middle. It's in the middle. All right, there it is. I knew I had another John Deere seeder somewhere. I just couldn't see it. It's hidden in between the two big seeders. Right. So let's just go back, grab this. We'll then determine what field what crop we're going to plant as well, because that'll dictate that. So let's have a look and see what we can be planting at the moment. So we can be planting oat, corn, sunflowers. Okay, well, sunflowers is probably the one I was going to look at doing. What have we got in the way of sunflowers that are planted already? Anything? Oh, yeah, we have got a big field of sunflowers, haven't we? Maybe it won't be sunflowers. We can seed corn. I don't think we've got much corn. No, there's no corn. So let's, I don't think this, seeder will do corn. Right. Corn it is. We got enough, we got enough seed and fertilizer. I'm going this way. Now, I'm pretty sure this field is where we've got the alternate access we made for it. So we'll go down this way and we'll get this guy set up. And then that'll be another field ready. And then we can finish off the grass field. The other grass fields, I might do them off camera. It's going to take a while. Well, what I would at least do is I'll probably use the AI or Courseplay to do the other fields. It will take some time with that seeder, but I think it definitely has benefits in doing it the way we're doing it with that implement. Yeah. All right, so this is our field here. I think is this the field we're seeding? Yes, it is this one. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. I'm going to say I want to do this with just one header row. Create the job. There we go, like that. And then like that. Going to get him started. Course generator. 17.8 meters. Number of headlands 1. start work on Headland. 5%, that'll be fine. Generate the field work course. That looks good to me. There we go. There we go. First waypoint and start. Let's make sure he gets there without cocking anything up. Looks like he's actually going to go to the right point. We did update Courseplay as well to the latest version. We are using the actual... I've decided to use the one that's actually on the in-game mod hub. Previously, we've always used the one from the GitHub. And the reason I'm sticking with that one is then I can regularly update it. Like when they update the version on the in-game mod hub, I can update it automatically. Because I do tend to forget to go and check their GitHub and update it regularly. So that's why we're doing that. All right, off he goes. Excellent. So now that should now be getting some corn in the field, which it is. Excellent. All right. So he can continue on doing that as we head back and get our grass finished off. I say finished off, we're going to be nowhere near getting it finished off in this episode, but it's the job we've got to do, so we're going to get going with it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we got. So a bit of a diverse discussion point, I guess, today, but anyway, that's okay. I don't know, I mean, certainly for this series, this has probably not got a lot longer to run either. Remembering that basically once we own all the fields, that's when we're basically... for most of the episode, most of the series, my intention's always been that once we get to the point where we own all the fields, or all the primary fields that we were going to look at purchasing and farming, then once we get to that point, we would then do 1 year of a cycle, or one cycle on the farm, and then that's where we'd finish the series. So we aren't that far off from owning all the fields on this map. So that means that this series isn't that far off from being complete either. So we'll have to sort of really think about what we're going to do. Now, I'm thinking that this... So if Elm Creek is the first one to be finished off, I think this will be the second to go. And then I think some point after this one is finished, I think then Port Bellawong will be finished. There's still a lot to do on Riverview, and I really do like Riverview. There's also a lot to do on Ebony Island, because that series has only just started. We're only up to our 10th episode or something, I think. So there's a lot of work to come with Ebony Island, and I do like that map. I'm really enjoying that. So we're not going to end that one prematurely. And then it depends on what map we find. We probably won't be running 5 farming sim series concurrently. It's just been a bit of a misnomer at the moment, because we found another map that we loved, as in Ebony Island, and it just made sense to add that because we were enjoying it. I wanted to share it. And then we've got the 4 that we had currently running that I'm enjoying as well. But I think at the end of the day, we'll bring it down to probably 4, maybe even 3 farming sim series, because having 5 it's just a bit much. I mean, we do have, here at the moment, what have we got? 10, 11 different video series on the run. And there's more coming, so I've got to make some space to deal with all those videos. So there is going to be some attrition and changes to some of the series as we're going along. But yeah, so that's just going to happen. But I think this will definitely be the next one of the farming sim series to be retired. So just be well aware of that. And it's not just because it's got John Deere. However, that is a strong and helpful argument as to the reason why we should get rid of it. But no, I'm joking. yeah, so that's what we're looking at doing. So anyway, we'll see. We've got a little bit of time yet. So, but trust me, I'm not going to put out another poll for you guys, the viewers, to decide what tractors and what brands we use, because you obviously hated me that much. You forced me to use John Deere in this series, so I'm not doing that again. To be honest, though, I knew it was coming, and I was going to do John Deere anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you get one John Deere series per version of Farming Sim. That's it. Cue the John Deere haters. And cue the John Deere lovers that hate John Deere haters. Oh, dear. It's funny how parochial actually some people are with branding, with their farming tractors and stuff. It's been quite funny watching that. The amount of DMs and private messages that I get asking me why I hate John Deere so much and all that sort of stuff, and trying to defend the indefensible, in my opinion. It's quite funny. It really is. But I think it's, again, people don't understand the humour associated with it, and what Australians are like. Dear. Anyway, yes, I said it. John Deere suck. All right, let's just move along. I'm going to get myself in a lot of trouble. All right, so we've almost finished now. We're getting very close, which is good, because we've actually gone over time. So that is time for us to end the episode. So we'll continue on. We'll get this field finished. We'll move on to the other two, and we'll get those done as well. We'll probably come back on the next game day to continue with our farming here at Southern Cross Station. We'll get that cornfield complete, and then the next game day we'll hopefully have some more stuff to do, whether it be some production movements or stuff like that, but we'll definitely get some of that happening. We do need to look at some of our production facilities as well, see about possibly increasing that a little bit, but I don't know, we've certainly got a lot of stuff to move from the factory over near our greenhouses and our winery. There's a lot of product banked up at the factory, so that's all our pasta and salads and fruit salads and popcorn and things like that. We've got a lot of stuff over there that's ready to be distributed, so we do need to go over and clear that out. That's probably something we'll do in the next episode as well. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you're enjoying the series here on FS22 and Southern Cross Station. If you are, make sure you press that like button, leave a like, it helps out the channel a heap. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. As we said before, we're on the path to 5,000 subs, 500 to go, and we'd love to have you join us with that. So press that subscribe button. Also press the alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel, just like this one. Don't forget you can come and join us on Twitter, Discord and Facebook. The details are down below in the description. And of course, most importantly of all, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Southern Cross Station. See you all later. Bye.